Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're very much on the way now.
In modern football, the role of the defensive midfielder has become hugely important.
Talking of which, Claude Makelele, the battery in the watch.
Yeah, and fittingly, a lot of pundits refer to it as the Makelele role now, such as his influence.
Tries one from range! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Owen. Besiktas are looking to break at pace. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that was vital. Lampard. Thuram. And here's Cruyff. This looks... Owen! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that.
Impressive jump! And there's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Certain, searing, and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Pass is just off target. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Colwill. And it's Palmer. Threads one in. James receives it in a wide position. Oh, he's changed the shoots! It's in! And the comeback is complete! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, that's a key interception. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Besiktas really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now.
And the shots! And Cech pulls off a sensational save. He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And the keeper beats it away. As Hazard, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hazard has the space to scheme. The pass has gone astray. Del Piero, good read, needed to be. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass. Chance for a shot! And that's a sharp finish. They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Besiktas dragged themselves back again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Taken back almost at once. And this is Drogba. James. Referee's given a throw. Great vision. Now it's Owen. He's beaten. This is Del Piero. And the shot! Goal! That is so good. Such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Besiktas leading now.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Where it came from. Can he finish? And a neat finish. They are purring, truly purring. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready.
And that's it. Thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Please join me in wishing all the best for members of our fan club celebrating their wedding anniversary today.
boys, it's just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Wow, this truly is impressive. The future Camp Nou, it has been christened. A show of power, prominence, prestige for Barcelona. There's the whistle, and here we go.
I think this is a formation that offers excellent balance, Peter.
Particularly tried and tested in the Italian game, of course.
Yeah, and exported with great success too, because it allows half of the team to commit to either attack or defence. The three at the back and the double pivot, as well as the three attackers and two wide men. Teams often switch between this and 4-3-3 by dropping one of their pivots into the defensive line. It's very adaptable.
Oh, he's found support out wide. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
They've played it short. Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's quick to return it. Tries to play it through. And it's Figo. Nice sequence of passes, this. No foul, says the referee. Zanetti, his is the name on everybody's lips. Hardly a surprise when you're making your 500th appearance. Quite something, Joe Beglin.
Well, he's a special professional who's done a sterling job to keep himself at the top of his game for so long. His durability and his mental strength have been a constant, and I wish him all...
Can he finish? Goal! Botafogo! And there is your opener. One moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Besiktas are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Cruyff. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Cruyff is fouled. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Del Piero is eyeing up his options in the middle. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Collar. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Hazard. Well, we expected better, and so did he.
Besiktas are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Hazard. Bale, who can single-handedly make a difference. Looking for the run.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Ribery.
Botafogo definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
It's Figo! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Bale with the short one. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Besiktas have the chance to go the other way. Del Piero. Now it's Owen. Zanetti. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zanetti showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Ribéry. Is there Ribéry? He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Zanetti. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Over to the right flank. Looking for options for movement. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Ribéry. And a header! Well taken goal. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Botafogo are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Bale. It's Figo. And this is Bale. Botafogo claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. This possibly the last play of the half. Azar. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's been caught. And the finish! Oh, good finish. And on the stroke of half-time. And that is indeed the final act. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And we are back on the way.
Besiktas can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now it's come to nothing. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Owen. Oh, what has happened? Chance! Oh, the ball's... And again! And it's in! And that is his 50th goal for this, his current club. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Looking to play him in. Owen. Oh, a bust challenge. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
O'Shea is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. That has ended up in no man's land, and he's intervened well there. Seedorf. That's a good run down the left. Ribery wants to run onto this. Oh, he's been caught napping. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Adriano. And the shot! It's hit the crossbar. And that would have been some goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
O'Shea cuts it out. And this is Adriano. Collar. Davids. Del Piero. Well read. And the danger. Real chance! It's bounced back off the post. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And this is Bale. Vigo. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Besiktas really could have done without this. So we're ready to go. Oh, great save by Dida. Seedorf. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's lost his man here. It's Bale! Brilliant! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Brilliantly cut out.
Botafogo really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
That's an excellent interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Botafogo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Good ball, good take. He's picked his way through. Seedorf. Good decision by the keeper. Got that exactly right.
Besiktas nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Oh, he's burst through. Adriano! And he has kicked it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
El dorsal 9 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 8, Kaká, el dorsal 24, Alexandre Pato.
Desperate defending required here. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. Aimed beyond the defence. Bale gets flagged offside.
Habrá 5 minutos de descuento.
Pele. Nedved. Rijkaard. Proves too strong. Fiore. Nedved. It's a pretty loose pass. 5 minutes to add. Knocks it into space. And that pass just didn't quite work. Spread to the right. And that interception was and that's it, the pressure finally lifts. So the winner's bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collection. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
everybody,
The
and
fans have
welcome
pulled
to
out all
today's
the stops
match.
to make this a
Besiktas
monumental occasion.
Against Cruzeiro.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Marcelo.
He's having a hit! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Hazard actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Besiktas have the chance to go the other way. And the pass is intercepted. Vigo. Thiago. Defending here is really tight. Batistuta. Can he finish? Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Getting up there! Well, that pass isn't the best. Great chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Oh, that was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
Besiktas finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Vigo. Now it's Bale. And it's Vigo. He's being chased here by an unwelcome guest. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. That's Vigo. Cruzeiro claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. So, third corner of the game. Good effort! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Batistuta is offering a right smile there.
So their fourth corner of the game. That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Hazard. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Owen was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Well read, nice interception.
Besiktas really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Thuram. Dani Olmo conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Owen, now it's Cruyff, and it's Del Piero. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is a little undercooked. That's a little off target. Thiago. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get it through? Oh, this looks sharp. Ball is over the line. And he's managed to get free. And he's made sure that's not getting through. 30 minutes gone. Dani Olmo. Azar, a player who needs no introduction. Bale showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And this is Bale. Cruyff. Nicely weighted ball. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Figo. Saliba. Oh, easy pickings there. Cannavaro.
Besiktas certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
He can run onto that. Shoots! Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Dani Olmo, just past the 40th minute mark. And this is Azar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Marcelo. Azar. Now that looks a decent ball. Look at the space here. Nesta kept his eye on it, and he's there. And this is Del Piero. Thiago.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Zanetti calmly anticipates. Oh, that's clever. Oh, no joy this time. And that brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Besiktas currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Besiktas really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
He is through here. Del Piero. That's good defending, very good defending. Azar. Taken back almost at once. That is good alertness. Good ball, good take. That has ended up in no man's land. Dani Olmo. Thuram. And it's Figo. Cruyff. Looking for the run. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Bale. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Thiago making a dash for it. Thiago. It's loose here and they'll want to reclaim it. Oh, he's been caught napping. Now the cross. Oh, great leap! Besiktas still trailing by 1 and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Oh, that's a key interception. More and more pressure on the ball here. 60 minutes played. And there's a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Thuram gets over and intercepts. And that pass just didn't quite work. Dani Olmo. Figo. Looking to play him in. Looking for options for movement. Del Piero. And Del Piero! Thiago. Dani Olmo. Cannavaro. And here's Del Piero. Oh, shooting chance! And that's another fine save.
Substitution for Besiktas.
The two coaches are signalling changes here,
Number
both at the same
14,
time.
Johan Cruyff. Number 5, Del Piero. Number 13,
Cruzeiro
Edmilson.
are looking to
Coming
go
on the
forward
field,
now.
Number 17, Nedved.
Now it's Bale.
Number
Hoeneß,
22,
just the keeper in his way, takes a
Number
shot!
8,
Goal! Cruzeiro! And they've got their lead back. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Cruzeiro with the lead.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pops him off it and wins back the ball. And this is Owen.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Besiktas are running out of time and out of options.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up.
And he shoots! It's in! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And this is Bale. And that's been won straight back. Hoeneß receives it in a good position here. Punched away. Bale. Now it's Owen. Aimed beyond the defence.
There will be 3 minutes
Pull it.
added time.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Oh no, this does not look good. Shapes the shoots! And it's in! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So that's it. It is all over. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the moment... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. Gets things running.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintain...
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Rummenigge clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Owen. And this is Cruyff. Threads one in. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. That has not gone well. Great vision. Now it's Del Piero. So here he is, the man crowned King of Turin, Alessandro Del Piero.
Yeah, and he deserves that crown too. Another in the line of truly great attacking talent that Italy seems to have a knack of producing. A player of immense ability, but also one who never shirked from his defensive duties too.
Absolutely not, and it's very easy to see why he became such a fan favourite. Nesta. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, he's having a go! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? Cross from Cafu. Oh, who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Tries to play it through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Takes aim and crosses. Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's a throw. He's having a hit! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
So it is still 0-0. Messi is herring after that one. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mateus. Raul picks it up out wide. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Raul. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Can he latch onto this?
Oh, great feat, that.
He's found a way through. Del Piero. And that is well cleared.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Looking for the run. That has ended up in no man's land. Rijkaard, very much a man of this moment. Davids. Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played into space. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Besiktas present their opponents with the best possible chance here. So the most significant moment of the game. 1-0, just one winner. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Baresi getting this one clear. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Pass somewhat off target. Pass is just off target. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
It's a pretty loose pass. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Owen.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Not the most accurate pass. Cafu. The ball goes. Chance! Oh, it's hit the post. And that brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. So that's it for the first half and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Signore e signori, vi invitiamo a bere in modo responsabile. Chiunque si renda protagonista di comportamenti inappropriati.
The second period is underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, that pass isn't the best. Mateus. Driving forward. Cafu. And that's another good win of the ball. Well, there's a probing ball. Oh, he's been caught napping.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
It's a promising position. Well, they've got it again. And it's Messi. Rummenigge is onto this. Davids. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Zanetti has got himself a free kick. Nicely shaped ball. Zanetti kept his eye on it, and he's there. Zanetti. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Dida claims comfortable.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.113
So we've reached the hour mark.
spettatori.
Tries to pass it through. And this is Messi. He's had a shot! Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance for a shot! And that's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Simplicity itself.
Messi really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Oh, it's played into the area. That's a good ball out wide. In once more. Del Piero. Cruyff. And he cuts out the supply. Rijkaard. Rummenigge, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Can he get it through? Now it's Cruyff. Always onto this. And Owen! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Owen. And this is Del Piero. And the pass is intercepted. Takes a shot! Off the post. Has another go! It's in! Right back in the game! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 8. Numero 7.
So we have movement on
Numero
both
10.
benches.
Messi.
Just one
Numero
in it
9.
now.
Numero
Well, I think they have
19.
every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Il numero 11.
They may end up with some regret with this
Il numero
tactic,
18.
but you
Il
have to
numero
admire
27.
their commitment to goals.
Via. Attenzione, un cambio.
Nedved. And it's Batistuta. It's a pretty loose pass. Mbappe! Baresi clears without hesitation. Nicely weighted ball. He's picked his way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he's had it nicked away. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Davids. This might spell danger. Mbappe! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Lovely bit of skill. Crossed in again. Oh, greatly! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
That's a cute ball. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Space for him to turn and look. That's good running with the ball. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Minuti di recupero.
Now it's Batistuta. Bale. Now, can they get him away? And that is that. Besiktas perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We are just getting started.
In modern football, the role of the defensive midfielder has become hugely important.
Talking of which, Claude Makelele, the battery in the watch.
Yeah, and fittingly, a lot of pundits refer to it as the Makelele role now, such as his influence playing that position.
Short changes him with that pass. And the counter is on. Oh, good-looking ball. Pull it. Seedorf. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Bale. He's a sharp little ball here. Mbappe! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Forced to go back. And now they can spring out of defence. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Pull it. And he's there to retrieve it. And he's gone backward here. Azar. Davids producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And here's Mbappe. Besiktas so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And here's Mbappe. Seedorf has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Bale. Oh, he's burst through.
That's good play from him.
Chance! Goal! Besiktas! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Besiktas are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Besiktas have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Oh, great leap! Hazard is there and he can get that clear. Besiktas are looking to go forward now. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Bale going forward. And here's Mbappe. This is a promising build. And the shot! And that's a tidy finish. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
You're looking at a different game now.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Hullet. He won't be happy with that one. And the shot! So, third corner of the game. Bale plays it short. He's having a shot! Well taken goal. And the comeback is complete. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Bullet. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. It's run loose here. Passes short and sharp, and he's lost his man here. Shoots! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That is lovely, finished with amazing. And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Barcelona.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more productive players around, despite being a defender. When you look at his stats and see his contributions, you can realise how key a player he really is. And I suppose in many ways you can...
There's the header! Nearly, but not quite. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And he cuts out the supply. Here's a sharp little ball here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
That's really well manoeuvred. And here's the chance to counter. And this is Batistuta. Oh, easy pickings there. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And it's Neymar. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Looking to play him in. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Raul with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Raul has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card. Del Piero! There's the delivery. A corner it is then. Besiktas with the corner, they're first. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Can he get it through? It's come to nothing. Neymar. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. And here's Owen. Skriniar cannot be beaten that easily. Batistuta is onto it in a flash. And that's been won straight back. Now it's Seedorf. He's going for goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Alexander-Arnold.
Barcelona definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Raul. Thinks about the shot. Seedorf. Oh no, what has happened here? Nice interception, well timed. That's been cut out, well played. Now, can they get him away? Oh, just skips past his man. Looking for the run. And he welcomes it in. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Alexander-Arnold did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Batistuta.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Ball. This is Owen. Alexander-Arnold. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Owen. Now it's Hazard. Oh, he's burst through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed. Oh, they could be caught out here. And the shot! It's bounced back off the post. Goal! Besiktas! Besiktas take the lead. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Besiktas leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Silvestre. Neymar. Raul. Nicely weighted ball. Now, can he finish? Oh, classic Batistuta! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. They're level in a trice.
Well, going
There will be
behind
1 minute
simply
added
triggered
time.
a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Towering header. So a temporary halt to the action. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
Please
Well,
turn
Jim,
your
they've
attention
both
to
had
the
their
screen
moments.
for
Well, it's been a
information
decent
provided
game
by
so
the
far,
local
Peter,
police.
although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
Besiktas are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Well, that pass isn't the best. Silvestre. No, he's not getting his way this time. That pass has been well intercepted. Azar. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, that's a big chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. It's their second corner of the game. Oh, good effort! Kvaratskhelia. And now they can spring out of defence. He's through here. And that's a good ball. Real chance! Seedorf. Ferdinand. Pass somewhat off target. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Neymar. And here's Batistuta. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Del Piero is someone with real dynamite in his boots. He is through, he's had a shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
And he stands tall, impenetrable. Looking for options for movement. Del Piero was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Owen. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Raul. And here comes the corner. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Besiktas have the chance to go the other way. And that's a dangerous ball. Caught offside that time. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And here's Owen. Hazard. Owen. Owen unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Kvaratskhelia going face-to-face with his great rival. Neymar. Seedorf gets a foot in and wins the ball. Now it's Owen. Threads one in, and he's picked it up out wide. Raul. Chance here to counter. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now he's running away. And it's Alexander-Arnold. That's a decent ball. Kvaratskhelia! And that is wildly off target.
Substitution from Besiktas. Number
The
9.
two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Hazard. Number 5.
Well played, that
Del
has
Piero.
snuffed out the danger.
Number 26.
Besiktas really can't be faulted for their
Number
attitude,
10.
and if they go on to
Seydou.
win this, it'll be fully
Coming on
deserved.
the field. Number 20. Bale. Number
Well, that's well
22.
seen too.
Gullit.
Can he get on the end of
Number
this?
17.
Nedved. Now
Number
it's Bale.
13. Edmilson. Number 19.
This is intriguing. Next goal, critical.
Substitution.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would...
It's Bale! Goal! Besiktas! And they're back in front. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Besiktas have their lead.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter.
Bale! And no mistake. And this is getting better and better. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
After 88 minutes is number 20, Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway. Oh, easy pickings there. Hazard. Referee has just said play on. Pull it. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Pull it. Rijkaard. Lahm. And it's Lahm. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nedved. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that has put a halt to things. Davids. That pass isn't the best. And that interception was most necessary. Knocks it into space. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Lahm. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Takes a shot!
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Oh, well played. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And pull it! Seedorf. Besiktas still without a single shot on target. Good ball, good take. And this is Nedved. That's tidy. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Seedorf. And he charged for a shot! Goal! Besiktas! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
The goal for Besiktas after 23 minutes is number 6.
Besiktas have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And here's Bale. It's a really well-measured ball. It's a chance! Oh no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Hullet. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, he's onto this. Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Hullet never out of the action for very long. That's a good ball out wide. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lahm made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Oh, super find. He's had it taken off him. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, this looks sharp. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nicked it back promptly.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
And he was quick to react. Nedved. And this is Pele. And he cuts out the supply. Rijkaard. And no, that was never going to make it. That has been cut short. Ferdinand makes the interception. That's a shade optimistic. Oh, they could be caught out here. And this is Pele. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
There will be 1 minute added time.
It's a pretty loose pass. Looking to play it. Bullets! And again! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
And now, to all members of the crowd,
They've gone toe-to-toe
I'd like
for
to
those
ask you to
45
join
minutes,
me in
and at
wishing our
half-time the
birthday
score
boy
is
a
1-1.
very special birthday. Substitution in progress.
So once again, we're underway. He's got away. Lahm. Cross needs to be good. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Engages and forces him off the ball. And that is out of play. Oh, shooting chance! Goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Simplicity itself.
Pele really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Besiktas have their lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now it's Bale. Can he get on the end of this? Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Hunnit. Del Piero. And he's intervened well there. And it's Del Piero. That has ended up in no man's land. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Besiktas clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Pele. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And he plays one through. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's shifting through the gears here. And a header!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Pele. Pass is just off target. This might spell danger. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
He's had a shot! Bale finds himself offside. So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Del Piero. Number 21, Pele. Number 6,
Nedved.
Hazard. Coming on the field, number 17.
Now it's Messi.
Nedved. Number
And that
9,
interception was most
Number
necessary.
22,
He read that really well and stopped it.
Substitutions
And it's
taking
Seedorf.
place.
Good running, strong and purpose. And Seedorf! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Seedorf actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Keeper has taken decisive action. And now they can spring out of defence. Now he's got space here. Besiktas perhaps contemplating their next change here. That has not gone well. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Lahm. Good read, needed to be.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now it's Hullet. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. He's had it nicked away. Nicely shaped ball. Hullet! And no mistake. Once more they've done it. They just will not lie down.
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Roma really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Pass somewhat off target.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, off the bar! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there. It's just a shame about the accuracy.
Substitution for Besiktas. Number
So we
10,
have movement on both
Seedorf.
benches.
Number 7, Zanetti.
Busquets
Coming on the field,
spots it and
number
intercepts.
13,
And it's
Edmilson.
Shevchenko.
Number 3, Puyol.
Davids.
Substitution.
Oh, well measured. And this is Hullet. Zola. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was
3
lacking.
minutes added time.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Great vision. That's been cut out, well played. Shevchenko is onto it in a flash. That has not gone well.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Shevchenko is fouled. And it's Pepe. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. And we're underway.
I think this is a formation that offers excellent balance, Peter.
Particularly tried and tested in the Italian game, of course.
Yeah, and exported with great success too, because it allows half of the team to commit to either...
Oh, he's having a go! And for a moment, time stood still. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Can he get it through? And that was asking for too much. Seedorf is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proof positive that...
He's had a shot! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, a breakthrough already. Can he spark a counter here? Del Piero looking to receive it in space. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Pelé, Haaland, he's got away. Now it's Figo. Seedorf did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Cruyff was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And this is Cruyff. Chance for a shot! And that's a tidy finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Besiktas are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
That has been cut short. Cruyff. Kubo. Zanetti deals with that comfortably. Davids tries to play it through. Good ball, good take. And Owen! Best. And that has not gone well. And that could set him on his way. And he's cut it out. Figo. And it's Cruyff. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Van der Ven. Albert Ferrer. Passing is crisp and sharp. For Ferdinand. Van der Ven. Pelé. He's played it back. Araujo producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Kubo. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Some resolute defending there.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that...
Kubo! Cruyff, well seen, saw that coming. Now it's Del Piero. Pele. And it's Kubo. That's a delicate pass. Now the delivery. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Zanetti. Besiktas are looking to break at pace. Besiktas ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Del Piero. Kubo. Looking for options for movement. Del Piero. And this is Owen. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
There will be
That
one
pass
minute added
just
time.
didn't quite work. Best. Nicely weighted ball. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And that is the end of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Besiktas really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and
Please
killed the
join
game
me
off
in wishing
completely?
all the best for
Possibly.
members of our
But as
fan
long as
club
they can keep
celebrating
up the
their wedding
intensity,
anniversary
maintain
today.
the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Besiktas are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Cruyff. Short changes him with that pass. Aimed beyond the defence. And it's Figo. And here's Haaland. And that has put paid to that. Cruyff has found the net here, of course. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Great vision. Decent chance! And it's in! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Manchester United cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Albert Ferrer. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Ferdinand demonstrating his defensive quality there. He's found a way through. Lofted in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
The attendance for this match was 72,300.
60 minutes played. Now it's Owen. Cruyff. Kubo is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Oh, that's fabulous. And he decides to cross it. Czech deals with that nice and simple. Kubo. And it's Cruyff. This is a promising build-up. It's Ferdinand. Albert Ferrer. For Ferdinand. Passing nice and neat. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, that's a clever look. Gets his head on it! It's bounced back off the post. Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it. Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He is through here. That's good play. Oh, this is a great... And Cruyff!
Besiktas clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And that was nowhere near his best. Best. And it's Cruyff. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And he's quick to return it. And this is Pele! Now it's Seedorf. Now it's Owen. Kubo. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Can he get on the end of this? Real chance! And it's come back out to him. And yes, it's there! There seemed no way back, but they are level. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 24, Johan Cruyff. Number
So
4,
changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 10,
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
number 23,
Manchester United really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Number 6,
Cannavaro.
Maldini. Number
Van de
26,
Beek is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
Number 7, Franz Beckenbauer. Substitution in progress.
Beckenbauer. Cannavaro.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had done. Oh, that could be pivotal. So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Leroy Sané. He's one of the most fleet-footed players around, Peter, and a massive threat with the ball at his feet. He knows where the goal is too, and his finishing is both precise and very effective. He's going to add a real dynamism to this forward line, either looking for the through ball on the counter or taking on his man and going on his own.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Now, can they get him away? Referee's given a throw. In towards the back stick. Cleared without hesitation. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, that pass isn't the best. Pass somewhat off target. He's got plenty of space out wide here. So no chances falling either way for the time being. Sané wants to run onto this. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Zanetti, and he was alert to it.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get on the end of this? That has not gone well. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Tries to play it through. He's in plenty of space here. He is through here. Pressure stays on. It is a corner. Manchester United with the corner. They're first. And now they can spring out of defence. It's Nedved. Decent chance! Goal! Besiktas! Besiktas take the lead.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
After 24 minutes is
First breakthrough.
number 20.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Nicely weighted ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cruyff receives it in a wide position. Oh, well played. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Beckenbauer deals with that comfortably.
Besiktas are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Chooses to go crossfield. Silvesh.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's shifting through the gears here. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Besiktas are looking to go forward now. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's made its way to him. That looks a good ball through. Surely he can't miss. And the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Cruyff very much knows he had to stick that away. You're not going to get many better chances.
And it's Del Piero. That's a little off target. Now it's Bale. Shifted it to the flank. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Great vision. Hakimi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, nicely intercepted. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
Nice interception, well timed. It's a pretty loose pass. That has been cut short. Ball's played through, and they win it back again. Sané.
There will
We
be 1
expected
minute
better, and
added
so did he.
time.
And he's worked it through. That's an excellent interception. It's a searching pass. And the referee has blown for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
And now, to all
Besiktas
members of the
go
crowd,
in at
I'd like
half-time
you
with
to
a
join me
1-0
in
lead.
wishing our birthday boy
I
a
think on the
very
whole the
special
team linked up
birthday.
very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Besiktas with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Del Piero showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Dida deals with that nice and simple. Manchester United are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Looking for the run. Now it's Yamal. Davids. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Threads one in. Oh, that's fabulous. Hakimi. Van Basten!
Substitution.
Manchester United have their third corner.
Manchester United clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Now it's Bale. Still just a single goal between the sides. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Spread out to the left. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Besiktas clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Looking to play him in. Park Ji-sung tries to pass it through. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be a
more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Can he get it through? Defending was strong and firm.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Knocks it into space. Well, that's well seen too. Looking for options for movement. Caceres gets over and intercepts. Park Ji-sung is always looking to break lines. Spread it left. Neymar's cross. Keeper's dealt with that.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Seedorf. Real chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's a sharp little ball here. He's had it taken off him.
Besiktas surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Substitution for Besiktas. Number 20.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 14, Johan Cruyff. Number 17, Nedved.
That will annoy the manager.
Number
They're
10,
making themselves too
Seedorf.
predictable here.
Number 26, Targets.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
Number 5, Del Piero.
And it's ended up in no man's
19,
land.
Rijkaard. Number 13,
This is a promising build-up.
Edmilson. Substitution
That
in
looks a
progress.
decent ball. And he was quick to react.
Manchester United really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
It's run loose here. Now it's Hazard.
That's going in strongly.
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. The referee's come over. It's a red card. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
Surely now! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
2 added minutes
Thuram
has been
kept
indicated.
aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Not a hint of offside here. Nice interception, well timed. And time is up. Relief finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails. noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're very much on the way now.
A proven leader, a proven winner, and a talisman for both club and country, Peter.
Gareth Bale is certainly all of those things.
You could almost say he's the perfect attacker. Easily one of the fastest players around. And remember all that beautiful...
And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Botafogo finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Bale. Besiktas do have a chance to counter here. Hausen makes the interception. Griezmann. Esteval. Esteval charging forward, the ball at his feet. Skims one in. Nedved venturing down the left. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There will be a throw-in. It's Azar! Griezmann. Besiktas leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Lopez. Botafogo ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Timber. Now it's Bale. Nicely weighted ball. João Neves. Griezmann. Can he get onto this? Esteval. He's found a way through. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Azar. Now this could be a chance. That's a nicely shaped ball. Now it's Bale. Shapes and shoots! Gareth glittering Bale! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Besiktas are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Tries to play it through. Oh, that's a key interception. Zanetti. Esteval. And it's Griezmann. Shot could be on.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Griezmann. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Hazard actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Besiktas with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And he shoots! Yes! And they're threatening to fly away here. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Good read, needed to be. Oh, he's bustling through here. That is Hazard! Oh, it's come loose. He slings it in. Shot a goal! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Besiktas are having a ball here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Out of play for a goal kick. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Señoras y señores.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Now it's Bale! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the pass is intercepted. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. It's Adriano! Goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Mbappe. Adriano! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Adriano. That's been cut out, well played. Pass somewhat off target. Pirlo conjures time and space where few can. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well, that looks a decent ball. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And he cuts out the supply. Pirlo. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Cruyff. Played back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Threads one in. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Rijkaard. Some really good ball movement. Now it's Del Piero. He has found the way through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Adriano. Costa Curta. Now Mbappe. Engages and forces him off the ball. And he's worked it through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well timed, excellent interception. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he shoots! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Madrid really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And this is Del Piero. Pirlo. Davids. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Hazard. Cruyff. Taken back almost at once. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, he's burst through. Cruyff couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Oh, Red, nice interception. And that has left him in a heap. That's been slipped through. He's shifting through the gears here. Seedorf.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there.
He'll try from distance. And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Ferdinand does really well to win the ball there. The ball looks a good one. Oh, nicely intercepted. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Now it's Cruyff. So a temporary halt to the action. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. Madrid get the ball rolling for the second period. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Bale. Rijkaard. Pirlo is the team's great visionary. Nesta cuts it out. That has not gone well. Rijkaard. Now it's Cruyff. Looking for options for movement. That has been cut short. And it's Cruyff. Hazard. Seedorf. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Del Piero wins the duel this time. Now who's going to be first to this? Aimed beyond the defence. Bellingham. Bellingham stood his ground strongly. Pirlo. And it's Thuram. This is a promising build-up. Bout of passing here. He's had a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. That's good play from him.
Cruyff. Bellingham. Oh, he's played it in low. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Now it's Bale. 60 minutes played. And here's Mbappe. He's had it taken off him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Tries one from range. Zanetti. And the counter is on. Rijkaard. And it's Cruyff. Hazard. That pass isn't the best. Pirlo. Oh, they can break here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Takes a shot! Goal! Besiktas! Into the lead once more. Simplicity itself.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
So what a sight this is. Another edition of this crowd competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. So straight into the action. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hazard. Bullish header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Owen is offering a wry smile there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Saka. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when...
Trying the shot! And he has his goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Liverpool penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Oh, great chance! Oh, super ball. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Liverpool presented with a golden opportunity here. Raya must save this. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
And now he has two. So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Zubimendi. Liverpool have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. And here's Havertz. Spread to the right. Calafiori. Ødegaard. That's gone for a throw-in. And it's Zubimendi.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about everything he's done, for me, he's done it with real conviction.
He certainly has. Really satisfying performance from him. A smiling satisfaction emanating from him. He is embracing this game. Eze. That was good pressing. Forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Ødegaard.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
That's a shade optimistic. Norgard. And Gabriel. Norgard. Oh, what has happened here? Decent chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Timber. Saka. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And here's Havertz. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Saka. And it's Ødegaard. And here's Havertz. Nicely weighted ball. Havertz was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And he was quick to react. Now it's Owen. He's shifting through the gears here. It's a goal kick. Timber. Ødegaard. And he's there to make the challenge. Well, that looks a decent ball. It's Salah! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught. Takes a shot!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Not the most accurate pass. Can he get it through? Just eases him off the ball. Ødegaard. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Liverpool producing a nigh-on perfect 45 minutes. It's 3-0. The second half is up and running. Now, can they get him away? Ødegaard. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Makaleli. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Zubimendi. And it's Timber. Timber. Great vision. Ødegaard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Played back into the centre. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he's managed to get free. He's having a shot! Oh, easy pickings there. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, shooting chance! Has another go! Well, now it's a red. He'll try from distance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Now it's Hazard.
That's good play from him.
Irwin has the space to scheme. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Liverpool, the only team in this, 3-0 already. Saka. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.
The attendance for this match
Ødegaard.
was 60,179.
Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Threads one in. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Zubimendi tries to pass it through. That's a lovely, neat pass. Gabriel gets over and intercepts. Now it's Havertz. Nicely aimed pass. This is Owen. Oh, that's fabulous. Owen. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. They're Some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Havertz. Oh, no joy this time. Zubimendi. Now Timber. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Norgard. Ødegaard. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. It's a pretty loose pass. And he's being shifted off it. Knocks it into space. Chance for a shot! Glorious! That is a gem! An absolute gem! His utter joy! He engages with absolute happiness. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. And it's made its way to him. Oh, that pass isn't the best. That is good alertness. Zubimendi. And it's Timber. Aims beyond the defence. Hazard. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Havertz. Tries to play it through. Ødegaard. Now it's Owen. Timber. Makalele pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Irwin has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Now it's Owen. Not the most convincing of passes. Distributed tidily. Back where it came from. And the finish! It's a goal! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Liverpool are having a ball here. Now it's Hazard. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Now it's Havertz. Timber picks it up now. That's that, the end. Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test pass.